Hi everybody, it's David Bestock. I'm the Executive Director of the Delridge Neighborhoods Development Association, and asked what I will miss most about Delridge Day not happening this year. I think for me and for our organization, particularly meaningful are the cross-cultural connections that happen at Delridge Day and the cultural stage, and highlighting some of the cultural groups who are so prominent in Delridge. I think that's particularly important right now as our society comes to terms with the structural racism and white supremacy inherent in our society, and really listening to and focusing on cultural groups is a great way to communicate across cultures and to start some of that collaboration across racial and ethnic lines. So that's one thing that I'll miss is interacting with folks in the cultural vein at Delridge Day. And then also just interacting with people who I work with a lot, but who I get to greet at Delridge Day in more of a social setting. Hanging out outside and tabling with other organizations is always a great way to connect and say, oh, I didn't know you were doing that, or find out what folks are doing in addition to all the meetings and stuff we have with other organizations. DNDA partners with 190 organizations, more or less, throughout the year, and so many of them are at Delridge Day. And then the second question is, what am I most proud of, or are we most proud of in light of the pandemic and in light of COVID as an organization? And I would say the top two answers there are, one, we've retained our full staff throughout the pandemic and continue to employ our full staff and have adjusted some roles, but we've managed to adapt most of our programming to continue during this time. And then I would say the other thing we're most proud of is provisioning residents in our 7 affordable housing properties. We were able to get hand sanitizer and masks and bank checks out to all of those households. Amongst our 144 households over 7 properties, we're all able to access PPE and direct financial support from our organization, with thanks to our group of individual donors. About 125 donors contributed to our Uplift community campaign, paired with financial support from the Seattle Foundation for COVID relief, allowed us to make those payments to residents and to purchase hand sanitizer and to channel masks directly to residents living in affordable housing. So those are the things I'm most proud of and that I will miss from this year's Delridge Day. Not Destination Delridge, that's our fundraiser that was back in March that we weren't able to have. So I absolutely think it's the right decision to hold off on doing any sort of in-person event this year. And thank you to the Delridge Day organizers, and hopefully we'll see you out there again next year. Thanks so much.